Okay, so the game I'm introducing today is Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. This is the sequel to Luigi's Mansion that came off the GameCube. So the sequel was made for the 3DS. And basically the basic premise of it is you play Luigi, and Luigi is trying to find Mario and also to put an end to the ghosts plaguing the different areas in this game. So you'll go to different places like Clockwork Towers, Haunted Towers, Gloomy Manors, Secret Mines. When you go to these places, it'll give you a little description at the bottom. You'll notice also the money you get there. Gem collection, they're just gems to collect. As you go through the different areas. Let's say I pick Gloomy Manor, it'll always show your star rank. So 1 star is the worst, 3 stars is the best. Also, you can see to the left of it, it shows a boo. So some levels will have a boo that you can capture. And then they'll always have the boss fight at the bottom that has a skull next to it. And that, kind of goes for everywhere you go. Some of them will have, when you capture all the boos, I forgot about that. When you capture all the boos for an area, it'll have like an extra mission. So there you go, hostile intrusion. It'll also, your star ranking is dependent on how fast you clear the time, how many ghosts you captured, how much health was lost, and the most amount of treasure you collected. So that varies from place to place. There's also Egad's Vault. So Egad's Vault, let's go to his place real quick, just so I could show you, and I'll show you a few levels while we're here. As you'll see, Luigi's very goofy. He's very scared. Pretty much the whole game, so that's what makes it really funny. So we got our ghost container here. So we got the Evershade Valley Ghost. So these are some of the ghosts you'll see in the game. So here's a standard one, a greenie. It'll give you the description, how many you captured, how much they weigh. You got a sneaker. They do different things. So greenie is very standard. It'll possess like chairs or like maybe lights. Then you got a slammer that's a little harder to deal with. Slammers are bigger, and they take more out of your poltergeist weapon, which is what you use to capture ghosts. You have your hiders. They move around a lot, and hide in small things. You have your creepers, which slink around at the bottom. And then you have, maybe some more specific enemies tailored to the story. We got a gobber. It all depends. Also, for the Evershade or the Scraper ghosts, those are ghosts that you'll come across if you play in the multiplayer, that you can play with other, Luigi's online multiplayer, to where you just go up a whole skyscraper and you're just capturing ghosts. I think you have a time limit to how many you can capture. You also have a little boo canister in here. You can take a look at all the boos by using the little motion control here. As you can see, I have a lot of boos. I don't have them all, but I have a lot. We have the unlockables here. You could use your money to power up your power gauge. So, being that your gauge is, a lot stronger, you can capture stronger enemies. Your dark light, which your dark light is this little light effect that you can use to illuminate stuff. Illuminate stuff that's like 2D and bring it into a 3D plane. Then you can make it a 3, another dark light, and super poltergeist. Then you have the gem collections for each place. The gem collections, as far as I know, are just for collection purposes, or they really don't give you a prize for it so much. And then there's a guy that you deal with pretty much the whole game that helps you go in and out of places, Professor Egad. Yeah, he talks like that a lot. Ta, 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 ta. I have no idea what he's saying. I think there's something wrong with him, honestly. So then let's go to Dark Moon Quests, and let's just pick the first place, just so you guys can see some of what I'm talking about here. So talk about it. Luigi's scared. You could always skip. So he's talking about the capturing device he used, and then he gave you a little DS to communicate with him, because sometimes he'll call you throughout a mission if you encountered something you can't deal with right now, and he'll bring you back. Or maybe you encountered something that Luigi's unaware of, so he'll help you out throughout the quest. So you're not alone. You'll have your money there, you have your help there, and then you could always pick up keys to open doors. Some of the keys are in plain sight, some of them are more hidden. This game definitely emphasizes exploration, leaving no stone unturned. So let's just skip here, and then he sends you through this little camera in order to be pixelated to the other side. So then it just pixelates you, and now you're there. To the front yard so you could run. At the bottom here you have your map. Usually the stuff that has exclamation mark, that's where you have to go. And you could click here to look at different parts of the map. Right now we're in F1. There's a little Luigi right there. Luigi can run. It's a little light thing I was talking about. You can suck things up, or you can spit things back. You could also hold that in, and when you flash the light, it normally paralyzes some enemies. Or it could have that effect to where see, I just grabbed a gem. If you already grabbed it, it'll be darkened out, but it'll have that effect to where, hold on, to where sometimes if you use it on certain items, things will pop up. The world really opens up for you the more you explore it. So it's definitely recommended to do some places more than once, just so you make sure you get everything. You got a lot of money out of that one. Some things you could touch, you click X. Some things you can interact with. See? Then I can use that to pull. There you go. Got some more money. There's also boss fights in this game. The boss fights are really epic, really fun. I think there's a little scene in here that I could show you that kind of illustrates how quirky this game is. Okay, so there'll be times where you can look through stuff and see he's looking through it, and you can actually see the ghosts being goofy and doing funny things like you see here. And of course that scares him more. So yeah, you usually find gold bricks and US dollars.
Hello.
See, now I got the key from him. The keys are usually only a one-time use. Oh yeah, you also have the slider here that could zoom in and out the map. And you could click here to figure out what your objective is. Just so you know you're not lost. In case you forget. And all the cutscenes are in-game, which is fine because, you know, the in-game cutscenes are very, very well done. I still want to get the first one and the third one. First one, I know they also re-released on this. They ported it to 3DS, you know, especially since this one was such a success. And the third one, I believe they put it on Switch. So... And the dog bones, as far as I know, I think if you die, that's when, you know, a dog bone is used. See, oh, there's something funny about that door. Literally grab and touch on just about anything in this game. That's what makes it so fun, the exploration. And sometimes you'll have, you know, little doors like that that are only responsive to, you know, the flash. Here's another area we could look. Yeah, Ghost Dog, he's my favorite. He has a little gem he's hiding. And he got it stuck. And the cool thing about it too is it'll also kind of show you, like it just did, which one you picked up. So that was technically the first one of the list I picked up. Some of them are kind of hard to find. Not gonna lie to you. You can, you know, look around for a while and still not find it. Yeah, I can't open that door, so a little red circle will come up over it. Ooh, found a chest. That has a key in it. Hey! I mean, this is kind of unfair because I know where pretty much all the stuff is at. Okay, now I'm getting a call. And you can't ignore it either, so you have to actually answer him. He said like, oh, you found it. And he just kind of tells you how to use it. You can cut his conversation short, though, if you already know what he's going to say. That's no problem. And you also see that the ghosts, try their best to hide stuff that you need to progress as well. Ah, see, I got hurt. So I don't have the key. Then I was saying to go back and search the rooms, because they must have it somewhere. Hold on. So I'm pretty sure we have to find it in here somewhere. Did I miss something? Yeah, sometimes this happens in this game to where it's like you're not really sure where to look. They kind of just leave it up to you. And there we are. There it is. So you just gotta be more meticulous when you look for stuff, and you'll find it eventually. There's also sometimes when you see those spiders, you'll notice some golden spiders. And if you hit them, they'll drop more gold and stuff. And they're like, ah, he'll never get it. They're like, oh, shit, he's here. It's like, oh. Yeah, some stuff will have hearts in it that you could use. So he's like, ah, you seen me? So then now I'm trapped and I have to fight him. So what you do is you shine it on him, and then you pull him back, and then he's sucked up now. And you'll see a little countdown there. The countdown will be higher depending on, you know, what ghost you're dealing with. But in this case, it was only like 10 or so. But yeah, you can't leave the room until you beat all of them. Some ghosts can be more annoying than others, and they have, you know, more protection than others. So it varies. Some of them hide a lot, you know, some of them, you know, maybe they're paired up with others, so it'd be harder to get some of them. Some of them, yeah, just, you know, work together and have like that kind of teamwork, to make it harder on you. So then I got another thing for me, God. He said that spirit. And then he kind of refers back to the old times a little bit. And then now, well, the mission's done. So there's a little celebration. And then your score gets tallied. And then end up seeing what you get. So I end up getting 2 stars. And then it shows you what your initial ranking was. Then you get beamed back. So, you know, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of Luigi's Luigi's Dark Moon. I found it to be a very fun and cool game. Can be a little frustrating sometimes with the puzzles, but it can be a very fun and explorative game that, you know, I do recommend people to play, whether you're a Mario or you know, Luigi fan. Doesn't really matter. It's just fun in general. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you guys end up playing it. It is available on the 3DS. And yeah, happy gaming. Peace out.